The only way that you could get out of this thing was either they killed you off, you killed yourself off with a suicide. Okay? That was the only way to get carried out in a pine box.
John Paul says he was first recruited into the cult by none other than John Carr, a former high school classmate.
John talked very specifically about a pyramid, okay? And that to get to another level of this pyramid, he had to turn around and prove that he was worthy of this level and had to kill somebody.
So now we actually find out that Jean-Paul Ranieri was actually also befriended, or at least an acquaintance of Jeffrey Dahmer, only months before his arrest, and he was actually warning people about Jeffrey Dahmer and his behavior. And there's an interesting portion here. A street minister said Dahmer hated homosexuals and blacks and had problems with alcohol. Well, that is actually the exact same thing Sherry Dahmer said, Lionel Dahmer's second wife. She also said that when Jeffrey was sent to the correctional facility, he really had a strong hatred against black people, so we can only speculate what exactly happened, but it is probably some kind of sexual abuse or violence. He was, I don't know, upset all the time in the bars, like he didn't want to be there, like he was compelled to be by some inner feelings he was trying to repress, and because he couldn't deal with it, he would turn around and get drunk, Jean-Paul Ranieri said. To me, this is a strong indication that he is probably like repressed homosexual, and I also made another video about Jeffrey Dahmer's sexual abuse. That he possibly was sexually abused by his own father, Lionel Dahmer. There was also a chapter of the Process Church that was founded in Miami in the early 1970s. And we know that Dahmer was in Florida in March 1981 when he was honorably discharged from the military. According to the FBI records, Jeffrey Dahmer stated that he just wanted to go to a state where there was always warm weather, so he chose Florida. Maybe, maybe not. I think it's also a little bit suspected that in the exact same timeline we have the disappearance of Adam Walsh, and he was a good dead ringer for many of the composite sketches as the abductor. Also his apparent connection with Otterstool and Henry Lee Lucas. You have the Hand of Death cult over there in the Florida Everglades. So I believe Mr. Dahmer was probably also doing some other things in Florida. You also have big pornography and drug trafficking in Florida. So. And actually I also read another interesting tidbit that when Dahmer came back from the military and was back in Ohio and reunited with some high school friends, he actually stated to them that he actually wanted to join the FBI. So that are some ambition dreams. But it's truly an incredible connection. I actually found this on CavDev from George's research, and also saw the portion of the documentary about the Son of Sam, but never made the apparent connection. But it's just incredible. I also found some other interesting tidbits from a book, Jeffrey Dahmer, written by Dr. Joel Norris. Ranieri believed that Jeffrey Dahmer was not a troubled gay person at all, but a heterosexual who had serious problems relating to women. He was so mad about that, Ranieri recalls, and so angry about the ease with which gays seemed to accept their sexuality, that he was consumed with hatred toward them, and that's what motivated all of his murders. Now this is not my opinion, this is the opinion of Ranieri. Also further, it was my opinion that his father had a lot to do with his behavior. He said his father did hate gays. He called them queers. When he talked about his father's feelings for queers, his voice even dropped. He had this monochromatic voice when he talked about his own feelings. When he talked about his dad, his voice dropped much lower. It's my opinion that I think he really hated his father with a passion. It's my opinion from the final minutes of the conversation I had with Dahmer that if Jeff had a chance, he would have killed him. I asked him how much he hated his father, and that was the opinion I drew from his answer. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please visit programtokill.net for more information. Thank you.